with Hardworking Mom. Welcome to Designing Gals Thursday. Today we're going to make this glorious thing, which is a kit that's in my shop. It's actually the monthly kit and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Today I want to show you how to make a wreath of the month kit. So this is the June wreath of the month kit and it is Meet Me at the Pumpkin Patch. This is one of my favorites. So cute. So it was inspired by this ribbon. Look at this ribbon. It has these cranberry colors and the orange and the green. It's really perfect for fall. Then we have a rust color, a green. We have an orange frame. It'll either be orange or tan. And then we have the rust and the tan. And this all works really great with our sign. So what we'll do is we're going to make a nice full wreath. So I'm going to pull my mesh out. I always like to trim off the edge just so I can make sure I have a nice clean cut to go from. I'm going to cut, I'm going to pull my table out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to cut it 30 inches. And I'm going to cut 9 because we're cutting 2 at once. Alright, so once I have the 9 cut, then I'm going to cut 8-inch pieces. That way we can use these to do curls. So we are going to split them. So I'm just going to cut what's left, and we should get enough. I do try to use as much of my mesh as I can, so I'm not left with a bunch of mesh that I have to store. Okay. So once we've done that, we're going to cut our ribbon tails. And one little trick I like to use is to take a 1.5 inch and it's coordinating 2.5 inch, and I will stack one on top of the other, and I will roll them together on my perfect tails. You want 9. Okay. And I'll trim them off together. I just like to go ahead and trim it off at the edge. And then I can trim inside. And you can take one stack and do the ends all together, just dovetailing the ends. And now you don't have to stack your ribbon, they're already stacked. This is a huge time saver. Alright, so we'll save the rest for the bow. So same thing, stack them on top of each other and wrap them together. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our ties. So pull this off, open our ties up. Okay. All right, we're going to take 2 at a time. And we're going to start putting them in. So what I'm going to do is lay it flat and ruffle it. Okay, so I'm just going to lay it flat. Okay. I'm just going to ruffle right at the center. I'm going to put my thumbs back here and use them to push forward and create a dam right here. And then my fingers just kind of pull it back, and my thumb pushes it forward, just like that. Okay, so we'll place it down, like that. And then we'll do the next one. So we have a cranberry colored metallic mesh and a jute tan mesh. Okay. These are very fall type colors. There we go. I'm going to spread it out just so they match each other, and we'll do our little curl that we like. Our nice little ruffle curl. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to pull one of these back. I'm going to put the opposite color in. So tan here, cranberry here. So I just roll it up. Then I'm going to grab one of my ribbon sets. I'm going to fold it in half. Pinch right where it's folded. You're kind of pleating it. Pull it out front like this. And this whole piece is going to go in together. So I'll tie it a couple good times. Trim this off and tuck it around the back. Okay, so then I want to pull my little curls up and my little tails to the front. So same thing with this one. Okay, get our ribbons. Pinch, pull towards the front, put the whole piece in together. Now you can use your bow dabra or your bow maker to hold this if you need to. Okay, just like that. All right, so let's do one more. Place it in. Ruffle it up. All right. And do the next one. And we'll get our curls out again. Remember, we're going to do opposite color. That way we have a really nice blend of all our colors and we don't have chunks of color. This really helps to give us a nice blended look. I especially like these two together. And when we get up top, we'll be able to see the ribbons better. But on the bottom, it's better just to pull them out front, because what happens is it's going to get squashed by the top and the ribbon won't stay spread out. So I just go ahead and stack them. It's a really cute look. It photographs very well. Okay. Okay, so I'll finish the bottom and then I'll come back and show you the top. The bottom done. You can see how cute that is. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the top. So what I'm going to do is open up my ties. And then we'll get started. So we're going to do the same thing on the top, except we'll spread our ribbons out. So that'll be the only difference. On the top, you want to make sure that you pull your mesh up so it doesn't squash the bottom down, because it will definitely want to do that. It naturally wants to fall down. Just by pulling it up a little bit will stop it from doing that. So we do the same thing with ruffling them together. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And we're going to take our curls and opposites again. What the difference is going to be is our ribbons. Okay, so we're going to fold our ribbons over, pinch in the middle just like before, but this time when we tie it in, we're going to spread those ribbons out in an X formation. Whoops, this is the wrong one. We're going to put it in and we're going to spread it out like an X. I like the larger ribbon to go in this direction and the smaller in this. It just fits better. Okay. Now we'll really get to see how all of these colors blend so well together. So we're just picking up all of the pretty colors from our inspiration, which was this ribbon right here. So everything has been built around that ribbon. Even the sign. Okay, so and you see when we spread these out, you'll be able to see our little curl and you'll be able to see the whole ribbon. So I'm going to go through and do the top and then I'll come back and we'll work on the bow. Okay, so I've gotten all the mesh on, and as you can tell, it is very full, so you can see the fullness. It's a very full wreath. Okay, so now we can see how well all of these colors come together. So there is a little bit of yellow that's going to pop out, just because we have very little yellow in here. But with this sign, you could add pumpkins to it, you could add sunflowers, leaves. There's a ton of things that you could add afterwards. But let's make our bow. So I'm going to start with our rust colored because I really want this to be closer to the top. Okay, so let's do like maybe 10-inch tail. Okay. So we'll start with 6-inch loop, like that. And then another 6-inch right there. Okay, another one, and another one. All right. Let's put this one on. So same thing, 6 inches and 6 inches. Now you do not have to add a bow. This is strictly up to you. And when I'm doing these, I'm really just showing you the different ways you can do it. All right, so all right, so our tail, this time we're going to go to 5 inches. Okay. All right. That way I can really see all the ribbon. And this ribbon in the back is going to play really well off this ribbon in the front. Okay, so 5 inches. And 5 inches. There we go. Okay. And 5. And 5. Alright. Now I did not flip these because the pattern's really going kind of in all different directions, so it's really not as noticeable with this type of pattern. I want to finish off with the green because it's going to pull out that green in the side. Okay. 5 inches as well. Okay. And you have plenty of this ribbon left if you want to add little mini bows or anything like that. Okay, so I'm just going to take my zip tie, run it under the whole thing, just get it started. Okay, pull it out. Alright, so right in here, I'm just going to run it into where I have my indentation. Pull my tails out front. Make sure my middle's still the same. Yes. Make sure I'm in the right place. Alright, we'll get a pipe cleaner just to run in the back to tie it down. To our bow. Okay, and then we'll just tie it really tight, and I'll hold these while I fluff. So I'm gonna twist and pull just to get it broken from that center, and I will fix that one up in the front. But I like to go from the back to the front. It's just a better way to fluff out your bow. Make this a little bigger. Okay. And your ribbons will go where you want them to as you're pulling on them. I like to do this before I get it on the wreath, at least this part, so that I don't have to try and get it unstuck when it's inside or when it's already tied to my wreath. Alright, so I'm going to trim off the pipe cleaner. Okay, so there's our bow. Isn't that cute? Alright. So I'm going to place it right down here at the bottom, just like this. So I'm just going to take my little pipe cleaner. I'm going to kind of move my mesh around and run it down to the frame but then I'll kind of make sure it's resting on top of that mesh so it doesn't sink down. So pull it up a little. Like that. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie it around the frame. So it's right here on the frame. There we go. Now we can kind of move around our little loops a little bit. Make sure they go where we want them to. Okay. So the tails, we can either have them kind of run over the side or we can curl them up a little. And I want to put the sign very near this so that the colors will all work well together. Okay. So to get the sign on, we're just going to use a metal hole punch. You can find these in my shop. You can also find them at Hobby Lobby in the jeweler section and on Amazon. Although I will tell you my price is much better. I mainly sell them because we just don't have the capacity to punch holes in every side. So we just sell them so you can do that. And they're very durable. And they come with a little piece to replace when it starts getting dull. So, okay. Alrighty. So now I want to center it up with my bow. Okay, like that. Yep, that's good. Okay. I'm going to take my wire and I'm just going to move my mesh and just run it down to the frame, kind of right behind this ribbon. I'll kind of move some of the ribbon out so it'll cover it and we'll still be able to see the ribbon. Okay. If you have trouble with your sign falling down, make sure that you tie them up top. That will prevent that from falling down. Okay. Alright, so then this one will kind of go behind the bow. Right there. I want to make sure I don't put it so low that you can't see what it says. Okay. There we go. So the wire I use on my signs is 26 gauge. Alright, now always shake just to make sure everything's on there securely. I can pull my bow up a little bit. Alright, and there we go. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Alright, so this is available in my shop for the month of June. After June, it'll be gone. So if you like it, make sure you go grab it. Thank you for watching Designing Gals. Make sure you check out Katie from Crazy Maisie Creations, Doreen from Door Decor, and Melissa with Burlap Boutique. Alright, thanks y'all. Bye-bye.